expenditures, which include legal bills, hire costs, creditors, and individuals not related to the COVID-19 scientific research. This led to Dr. Kerenga's arrest. The NAFCD director anticipates arresting more of those who participated in the alleged crime. The Special Parliamentary Committee on Public Sector Reform and Service Delivery is intensifying its efforts to ensure robust governance and accountability across government authorities, with a particular focus on Papua New Guinea's vital forestry, minerals and fisheries sectors. The committee expressed its satisfaction with the Papua New Guinea Forest Authority's decision to re-engage the services of SGS Limited. The chairman of the Special Parliamentary Committee on Public Sector Reform and Service Delivery, Jerry Jufa, said this is a positive step by the national government to seriously address good governance within the forestry sector, a critical element necessary for PNG to avoid being placed on the grey list.
This is a very key element necessary for Papua New Guinea so that it stays off the grey list, so to speak. These good governance mechanisms such as this in the forestry sector. We will still pursue the inquiry. We have sent a notice to the PNG forest sector for further information in regards to their operations, in regards to the fact that the TOS Barnett inquiry and the SABL inquiry had made serious recommendations which we feel have not been adequately implemented. So this inquiry will continue as we look at how the government will implement its statement or its commitment to ban round log exports.
The recent Oil Palm Festival of Arts and Culture at Karope in Nakanai District was given some empowering sentiments. Chief Executive Officer of New Britain Oil Palm emphasized that culture should never be hidden or apologized for, as it serves as a vital source of strength and pride for communities.
The recent Oil Palm Festival of Arts and Culture at Kapore in Nakanai District of West New Britain Province was highly commended because of its cultural significance. During her address, Chief Executive Officer of New Britain Palm Oil Limited, Nick Mustafa, articulated how cultural heritage connects individuals to their roots and plays a crucial role in shaping the future. Madam Mustafa's remarks resonated with attendees, highlighting the festival's role not just in celebrating the oil palm industry, but also in honoring the rich traditions and customs of the local communities.
The Oil Palm Festival of Arts and Culture is more than just an event. It is a celebration of identity, diversity, and shared resilience for the people of West Britain, especially the oil palm growing communities. This is a time to gather, reconnect, and proudly display the dances, crafts, and traditions that have traveled with us from our home provinces or even passed down from our ancestors. And the festival is also something that offers us very rare, a stage for different cultures to be seen, to be heard, and to be valued equally in a province as diverse as West Britain. This matters deeply.
Madam Mustafa's comments reflects a growing recognition of the importance of integrating cultural elements within agricultural events, fostering a sense of identity and belonging among participants. The festival showcased a variety of cultural performances, art exhibits, and local crafts, reinforcing the idea that culture and agriculture can coexist harmoniously and thrive together.
Culture is not something to be hidden or apologized for. It is a strength and pride. It connects us to where we come from and helps shape where we are going. And it's obvious, I am no Papua New Guinea. I'm from Malaysia. I hail from Malaysia. I'm proud of Malaysia. But more importantly, I am very proud to be part of the Papua New Guinean culture, to be here and to be calling Papua New Guinea my home. Now, West Britain is my home. But back in 2022, New Ireland was my home. Lakarumau compound in New Ireland province was my home, and I fell in love with Papua New Guinea, and things that I think everybody in this place should be very, very proud of your heritage.
As the festival continues to grow, it serves as a platform for cultural expression and unity, celebrating the heritage that informs the present and inspires the future. Freddie Mo, TV1 News.
Prime Minister James Marape has appealed to the international community to act urgently and decisively in preserving the world's forests and oceans, describing them as the lungs and lifeline of our planet. He made this call during his address at the 42nd meeting of the Green Climate Fund board held in Port Moresby yesterday. When welcoming global climate leaders to Papua New Guinea, Prime Minister Marape highlighted PNG's ecological and cultural significance, stating that the country holds 6 to 7% of the world's biodiversity. He said PNG is a nation rich in biodiversity and culture, home to more than 800 distinct languages and cultural groups, alongside thousands of endemic species found nowhere else. Prime Minister Marape stressed that countries like PNG must be supported for preserving them, not pressured to exploit them, and that is no longer acceptable for wealthier nations to make pledges without follow-through. The Prime Minister called for direct and accessible climate financing to incentivize protection rather than exploitation. In regional news, the Act will become the only jurisdiction in Australia to raise the age a child can be held responsible for a crime to 14. The move has been applauded by experts and advocates who say locking up kids only enriches crime, but already stretched services say they'll struggle to support children diverted their way.
Joe Hedges' gym is a haven for kids who've fallen off track.
Boxing's all about discipline, it's about respect, it's about working hard. If you can develop those here in the ring, you can take those out into life. Good, buddy, good.
Over 2 decades of coaching, he's learnt the power of diverting children from the criminal justice system.
Young people don't belong in custody, young people belong with their family, they belong in the community, they belong at school.
The ACT will make history tomorrow by increasing the age of criminal responsibility to 14. Instead of facing charges, young people will be referred to a therapeutic support panel to help address the causes of their behaviour. There'll be exceptions for the most serious crimes, including murder and specific sexual offences.
Criminalising young children really does no one any good. It doesn't help the children. In fact, it harms the children, but also it doesn't keep communities any safer.
Elsewhere in Australia, offenders as young as 10 can be locked up, and the political appetite to change that has largely disappeared.
The ACT government is to be commended for, frankly, having such courage to push through in the face of a drag from other larger states in the opposite direction.
Queensland recently introduced adult crime, adult time laws.
Zero tolerance now!
The Northern Territory has lowered the age of criminal responsibility from 12 to 10. And Victoria has backflipped on its pledge to raise the age to 14.
I would hope that pushing through the growing pains of this process, perhaps there's a beacon for other states to be courageous as well.
The ACT government says the Territory is well prepared for the change and there are no service gaps for ACT policing. It's confirmed the Safer Youth Response Service will start offering after-hours support, taking crisis referrals from police. Community organisations know their programs can make a difference to troubled kids, but are worried about already stretched wait lists.
223 young people just in that age group alone. Through policing, they've actually said we're going to get slammed with referrals, and I'm like, well, what? For a wait list? They're going to go on a wait list.
It's a great change to raise that age, but what we need to see is that investment back into the community, and particularly for programs and services like the ones we run.
Coming out swinging for more funding, so young people don't fall through the cracks.
In sports, athletes at the 2025 Palau Mini Pacific Games welcome the second day of sporting activities. Today will be filled with a lot of sporting action in various events. For Team PNG athletes, it's another big day of pursuing that first gold medal. Yesterday, PNG won 2 silver medals from canoe racing via V12 mixed 500 meters and swimming 50 meters backstroke. PNG sits 10 on the medal tally. Leading the tally on the first day of events is Tahiti with 9 gold medals. Marshall Islands and Samoa sit second with 3 gold medals each. Team PNG did well as well in volleyball, swimming and baseball yesterday. They expected to bag a few more medals in those events. Team PNG has over 200 athletes and technical officers participating in the Palau Games. In local darts news, Sports Scene in Port Moresby is active this week as the NCD Darts Association play host to PNG's 5th Champions of Champions Darts Tournament. Top darts teams from around the country are in the capital to show their darting skills. Dark Moon from Port Moresby Darts Association, runner-up in the last COC tournament, are back to average their defeat.
Having fallen short to the Port Moresby Darts Association rival Tioli in 2023 COC, Dark Moon are back for revenge. Dark Moon team captain Andrew Bones said they have so far participated in 3 COCs. The skipper said they have learned from those experiences and are hoping for a good outcome in this week's tournament. While he is confident they are in for a big tournament, Dark Moon's captain didn't write off others, indicating it's a big event and anyone can win the championship title.
Our preparation so far so good. I think we managed to reel in players. We tried our best to put our best team forward. But I'm COC here, and we expect nothing but best from every other association. So hope this time we do it one better. But it's all up on our players.
Dark Moon is amongst other teams giving a crack at the title. The reigning champions, Tioli, on the other hand, vowed to retain their championship title. A few newcomers in the championship vowed faith in their teams that they could cause an upset and take the cup home. Kala Mixed Darts Club, representing Hego Darts Association from Buka, Autonomous Region of Bougainville, is confident they can compete against the best sides.
Team lo mi play mo kloron second lo competition lo mi play. But mi play kam fe formul sem one play team 2 lo kam tram rausim disla champion of champion tournament lo karem go back lo Bougainville. As captain lo team Calamix, bring it on. Mebla ready. Mebla ready lo whatever strong play team lo Mosby or one province come. Bring it on.
Mooney Heights, a darts club from Kila Port Moresby, is also aiming to win its inaugural championship, having assembled both rookie and experienced hands in the team.
Yeah, for some of us, our players, senior players, I think they participated in the past, but for most of us here, first time to come in this competition and to experience this competition, to take part in. We are also here to give our very best as Team Muni.
The COC Darts Tournament is hosted by the NCD Darts Association. The tournament will conclude on Saturday, July 5th, 2025 with the grand final. Rex Lita, TVWAN Sports.
And that ends our midday news. Do join us at 6 tonight for our main bulletin. Bye now.
These images are of Papua New Guinea Highlanders in the 1930s, reacting to an Australian explorer with a movie camera. At that time, these people knew nothing about the outside world. More than 60 years later, in a Papua New Guinea market, I'm another Australian behind the camera, continuing a Western tradition of inquiry and recording other people's lives.
Show me a license. I don't carry it with me, but it's a research proposal. No, show me a license. Show me a license before you go.
License, me no got. Me no stop on the me yet. That's how me got paper long government, and me took me all right long round long kissing picture.
Paperwork.
And stop long office here.
No, it's no good. Because people are grassroots. People are grassroots now. You simple people, but you call a place you. But you show me some people are no good.
You like story on camera? No, you like out him story on camera.
You call a place, but you show me people some people I'm no got dedication. We have nothing. Just show me license before you do all this snap. Now look.
I haven't got the license with me. I'm sorry. If I haven't got it, I can't show you.
Put the camera off. Just put the camera off. All sides fully.
When I first went to PNG in 1970, questions of representation and the idea of filming another culture weren't contentious, and I was idealistic about what filmmaking could achieve. It was still in effect a colony of Australia. But things began to change very quickly, with self-government coming in 1973 and independence in 75. The early 1970s began a period of social and cultural experiment, and it was a time of great optimism. I'm one of a group of Australian filmmakers who've lived and worked there from the early 70s, making films which have documented an extraordinary period of change.
Certainly, we saw ourselves as sort of agents of anti-racism. We were of the 60s liberal ideology, where the idea of the equivalence of all cultures had kind of arrived.